Okay, I had to share this with you. 'Cause- oh my God, I love my mornings so much. I don't know if you'd call it a ritual, drinking this, nice, dark, warm cacao every morning, and how my heart just opens with all of this, like, I don't know, this ambrosial moments of the morning where it's not even light out yet. I get to see the sunset if I look out my window, actually, if I'm not too far into my inner womb, and just sort of readying for coming out of that inner womb and being with whatever it is I need to be with or wish to be with. And like, I've been sitting with Mama Rose so much. And as soon as I anoint myself with that fragrance, which isn't just a fragrance, it's literally a botanical, it's an information, it's a communication of that essence. It's not even a spirit, it's an essence. We can turn it into a her, sure, but it's an essence. And I'm just sitting with her this morning and looking up where I can engage more. I've actually used all my oil. I'm just like getting the drags out of it on this little roller. And I need to order more, so I'm doing that. And I'm tootling around on another website called Essential Oil Wizardry. And man, like you could get super overwhelmed, but just little bits of information, being open to the World Oracle, are just like pouring in. It's like everywhere. You don't have to seek it, you have to allow for it to come. And AV, you were talking about bubbling up. I use those words all the time. It bubbles up. You kind of clear the scum. It bubbles up. It's there already. All of the knowledge, all of the wisdom, all of what we need, think we don't have. It's already there. I get that. So here I am sitting with Mama Rose this morning, playing some like gorgeous piano music. I can't even tell you. I discovered this composer, Einaudi, forget his first name, starts with an L. I'll post it. And he is like, I don't know what, he's playing my heart. It's like one of those things that I can't stop. It's like over and over again. It's like my soundtrack. I'm just going to close my door. Just one sec. It's pretty funny how life happens. I'm trying to do a quick recording, and my husband's up there blowing his nose. So anyway, I digress. So I'm playing this music, and everything's just like set. It's like you set the stage or the environment for things to come through. Clear the clutter, get quiet, or not. Sometimes music or loudness will just kind of like get things moving too. But anyway, okay. So getting back to my point for recording this for you. So I'm doing this and I'm looking around the websites and I come across some information on the Essential Oil Wizardry website about this package. I think they called it like the Priestess package. Because I was looking up rose and I'm comparing, what's in each blend and how much they are and where I'm going to order it from. And I've never ordered from them before. I've wanted to for a long time. And I never had the money. I'm like, every time I do it, I'm like, do I pay the bills or do I buy essential oils? And I'm always tempted to do the latter because I think that's more important. Anyway, so I come across this thing and I'm like, ooh, priestess. And I'm working on books, but I don't think you know what I'm working on. So it's called Veil's Edge, and it's a series of 7 fantasy fiction books. But it's not fantasy. I mean, it is, but it's a shared story to reflect, like individual stories to lead to the big T truths of living and how, and this whole shift over from learning through pain, which we can still do, into learning through love. And there's very much of that feminine aspect, although there are a lot of male characters and a lot of importance to that masculine energy. I love it where you said, Avi, the magician, it's like and it's more like an outward. I mean, yang, you need yang when there's yin. You can't just stay in the womb. You have to be born sometime. you know? So as there's that dance through the whole book, all the whole series. And I just want to tell you too, okay, so that gave me an idea of creating priestesses. And that was actually it was like in the back of my mind of these characters, but I didn't flush them out yet. I have like, I don't know, 70 characters already. They're all named and their lives are weaving like a tapestry. And the one that like I've created in all this story, like let's say when they're 18, they'll show up, like later on, or weave into someone else's life in different realms. And it's complex, but it's beautiful. It's just revealing itself as I write. And I'm having this has been a phenomenal experience doing this writing. So I'll give you a little detail. Okay, so here's one where these priestesses come in, and I was like, what? Each of those that you're talking about in each of those seasons, these aspects of the feminine, or of maybe feminine, masculine, I don't know. I'm still not there yet, right? With what you're teaching, but perhaps they're the priestesses. There's 8. Like maybe I'll embody them as characters. And they're sort of like the mystical characters, I suppose, or something a little more like human, yes, but mystical humans, I suppose, or like wizard, kind of that sort of awareness, I guess, and that role as I don't even know if I would use the word guide. They embody these particular aspects, and they teach in the way, like it's as in teachings, not like lessons, but teachings. In the every like the deepest essence of, or the deepest meaning of the word. So I have this character, and he's so significant. Like right in the first book, he's there. And he, like, there's a lot of stuff that happens with him. And there's this character that he is connected with at the very beginning of the books in his youth. And she's just mentioned briefly. And I think she's going to come back as a priestess. She's already come back. So I didn't even mean to write her, honestly. And her name already means rose. I already named her like months ago when I knew she was gonna, and I'm like, oh, that's the silent one. When, this other character goes to the monastery, and then I'm thinking she's going to be this priestess. And she helps to heal this character that shows up in book 1 that way later in life. They meet when they're young, and then they meet again. And so that is like the coolest thing. And there's a huge story brewing there, and little things that were filled in that I hadn't quite fleshed out yet. And this is my process. This is what happens through these books. And all the revelations and epiphanies I have, and heart openings in my personal life, it's being transferred. I don't know if I'd use the word channel. The word channel to me is like you're an empty vessel allowing things to come through. And I get that. And I think that's so important for a lot of things. But I feel like it's changing me. I feel it. It's not like I don't understand. It's like there's part of me in this process of how I'm going to do this. And there's, I decide, and it's like I could be channeling Mama Rose, or I could be embodying it. I think they're both very important, but I feel like it's the latter in my case. So anyway, thought I would share that, and I'm going to share the link to my book website, and if you guys want to check it out and see kind of where I'm going with it. But you're going to see on the characters page, there's going to be 8 new people there that have just been born from me having my eyes wide open to the World Oracle, and seeing how you, beautiful women, have come into my life. And I don't know for this very reason, but I don't know. It's just such a beautiful thing. So, I mean, this is me in the morning. I'm so connected to my feelings, and like epiphanies just like rain down on me, and it's so nourishing. So, and as I'm talking, I'm looking at this picture of this rose with dewdrops on it. I live in the world of metaphor. It's a fun place to live. All right, loves. Thank you. Thanks for that and for indulging me if you made it to the end.